Indeed, said the Dean, from a watery bubble hovering next to Tetra's head, her office a mess in the background. The snake is on the loose after escaping Nottingham, and though neither he nor his screams have yet to be sighted, he will surely come for Camelot, for Excalibur, and for the King. We must protest all three. Judging from my quest map, your ship will arrive at Camelot in an hour, and we need to be clear on the plan. Now as the details of this plan, Tetros cuts in. Tetros, I think it's best if I handle. The king turned to the dean. We may be your students, but this is my kingdom that we are about to land in. So, are you leading this meeting, or am I? Professor Dovey pursed her lips. Proceed. Tetros glanced at the crew, Ryan watching him intensely. Sophie fixed on Ryan and nuzzling his arm. Hot, Nicola, Hester, Annabelle, Beatrix, Rena, Kiko, William, and Borden. The rest of the students that left at a clinic in Nottingham so they could recuperate from their injuries sustained at the 4 Point. Where's Agatha? He heard Kiko whisper to Sophie. Taking care of Dot in her room, Sophie whispered back. Dot's too afraid to show her face. She should be, Hot grumbled. First of all, this is not Dot's fault, Tetros admonished the group. The boy named Kay of Frostwood arrived in Sherwood Forest just a few days ago, howling, Robin for a chance to join his merry man. Robin ignored Kay at first, but when Kay expressed an interest in the sheriff's daughter, Robin saw a chance to make Dot happy. He told Kay to take Dot on a date she'll remember, and that maybe he'll consider him for his man. Little did he know Kay was in leash with the snake the whole time. So please, what happened last night was an accident. Be kind to Dot. Challenging, groused Hester. Impossible honesty, Annabelle mumbled, was crumbling too. As soon as we land in Camelot, we'll divide into 2 teams to fight the snake, Tetros furthered on. One team will be with me and Agatha at Camelot Castle. The other team will be with Ryan and Sophie in Camelot City. I told he wouldn't let me in the castle, Sophie murmured to Ryan. Tetros ignored her. My team will be responsible for securing the royal grants. You will work with Agatha and me to fortify the towers, protect Excalibur, and lay traps for the snake's army. Ryan's team will be responsible for helping my mother and our ever and never Alice to recruit an army to fight the snakes. Professor Dovey has been in touch with Guinevere. Tetros' face changed. He looked up at the dean in her bubble. And she's, aware of everything that's happened last night. Professor Dovey paused. Yes, she is. Tetro swallowed, lost in thought. The good dean quickly took over. Ever since the 4 Points, Guinevere has led Camelot's allies in building an unified army of good and evil. Recruitment is currently taking place in Marcus Market, the main thoroughfare of Camelot City. Ryan's team will join these efforts and conduct loyalty tests to ensure none of the Snake's allies make it into our ranks like Kay of Frostwood did. Kay's name snapped Tetros out of his daze. He glanced at the dean, thankful she had stepped in, his stomach still queasy at the thought of his mother learning that Lance was dead. Yet, as he studied Dauphin closer, the dean looked haggard, as if she hadn't been sleeping. Those working on Ryan's team must be cautious, for the Snake's minions may have already sifted into Camelot City, the good dean was saying, stifling a cough. But before the king assigns you to your teams, I have a few questions for our new knight. Her eyes locked on Ryan. At your service, Professor Dauphin, said the copper-headed boy, immediately rising to his feet. What kingdom are you from, Ryan? She asked. Frostwood. Your parents' names? Lefya and Rosamert. My father is deceased. Siblings? 2 younger brothers, Stat and Gilderoy. Address? 62 Shropshire Lane in Frostwood. Thank you, said Professor Dauphin, scribbling this all down before looking up at him. You see, I'm afraid there is no record of a Ryan in our files for prospective students to either the School for Good or the School for Evil. Perhaps I did not qualify to be a prospective student then, said Ryan. All children in the woods and woods beyond between the ages of 12 and 15 qualify to be prospective students and thus have a file at the school, Professor Dauphin clipped it. Then it must be an oversight, surely, said Ryan, scratching his stubble. I will be 17 next month. I would have been in Tetro's class. If it is an oversight, then why is your name on my quest map? The good dean pressed. Why is your name recognized by the historian?